We just got back from about 6 weeks of field work in Yemen, where we were collecting blood and saliva samples from populations throughout Yemen, and what we're interested in doing is reconstructing the first migration of anatomically modern humans out of Africa, trying to reconstruct the actual migration route they came. We know that they generally came from the northeasternish part of Africa, but we don't know if it was towards the southern end of the Red Sea or the northern end of the Red Sea. And over the past 5 years, the idea that it was more of a southern migration route around the southern end of the Red Sea has gained momentum, but nobody's actually looked at the countries that are at ground zero of that proposed migration route. In other words, Ethiopia, Eritrea from the Horn of Africa side, and Yemen and Oman from the southern Arabia side. So that's what I want to do, and that's why we were in Yemen collecting all of these samples, because that would be the first land mass that they might have set foot on after they left Africa. We collect any sample that we can get DNA from. I chose saliva samples and dried blood spot samples because we get large quantities of high-quality DNA from the saliva, and then the dried blood spots also allow us to study any sort of blood-borne diseases, such as malaria, for instance, that we wouldn't get from the saliva. So it's a nice combination of samples that gives us everything we want, and it doesn't require any kind of special conditions in the field like dry ice or even keeping them cold. So logistically, it was just really easy to deal with those kind of samples.